everybody. What is up? It is Shelby with Shelb's Crafty Corner, and we are live for the first time in literally forever. So hopefully everybody can hop on in just a second, but we're going to go ahead and get started because I have a lot to do in a little amount of time, and we are making a wreath from start to finish today. So I'm going to go ahead and move you down here just a little bit while we wait for some people to hop on. When you get on, say hey, but let's go ahead and start putting some mesh on this wreath. So it has been a very long time since I have been live. Life has been a little bit crazy, but that's the wonderful part of it. And we are just going to start off with a 24-inch wreath from Hobby Lobby. We're going to start adding some 10-inch burlap poofs to the middle of it. Well, let's get it fluffed out a little bit first. When you hop on, say hi, say where you're watching from. It's been a while, but it's time to put a face with the name, right? I've been posting a lot here lately, but haven't been doing a lot of lives or anything, so it was definitely time. So let's go ahead and get some poofs started. I'm just going to drop that to the ground. Hello, hello. I see some people hopping on. Come on in and let's hang out for a little bit. Oh, I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I forgot. Oh, well, maybe we'll get lucky. Nobody will call. All right, so I'm just making some little poofs that are probably about 10 inches long and then just kind of poofing them up. And we're going to go around the center of this wreath. We're making a pretty big one today, so we're doing it from start to finish. So I hope y'all are ready. I work pretty fast though, so we'll see how long this takes. I like doing this method when I'm making a wreath because you get a lot of coverage very quickly, and with the Hobby Lobby wreaths, they're real wide and thick, so I don't have to go in with 2 layers of the cruffles. I can just kind of go and work around it and get the coverage that I want to get that green covered up a little bit. That is a Christmas wreath, so I'm not too concerned with covering the green up like any other season. We can let it show a little, but we still want that good coverage. And I think I'm going to keep going just a little bit. Get a little extra burlap in here. So I'm going to go around the edges a little bit more, I think. Because I want this one to be pretty big. And now, I don't know, I see a lot of people watching. I don't see any comments yet. So if you're in here, say hi, drop a hi, drop a heart, drop a like, drop a something. Drop it like it's hot. Something. Oh, look at that hair. Should have looked in the mirror before I went live. Oh well. We are gearing up for busy season. I already have like, I think 7 garland orders to get done like this week. So I know it's going to do nothing but get busier from here. Hey Annette, how are you? It's been a long time, friends. It's been a long time. In a minute, I'll show you guys what we're making today. That way you'll want to stick around. Let's get this burlap done first. And see, I'm working quickly. I'm not like working perfect. I'm just putting some poofs in. It's just mesh. I'm not sure if there's a perfect way to do mesh. All right, now let's fold this end up. Where'd my scissors go? Then we'll cut it off about right here. We'll fold it up under it that way it doesn't get snagged on anything. So let's gather it up and get it stuffed in here. And then we'll add a little bit of color. But let me show you guys what we're making today first. We are making this adorable little chef Nutcracker man. Isn't he cute? So he's kind of like gingerbread candy cane, you know, Nutcracker, all the fun. So, sorry if y'all can't see me. Y'all probably want to see a little bit of face. All right, so we're going to take this first, and we're going to oval it out a little bit. Find my bottom, and I'm just going to smush it just a little bit. That way I know where I want to place my other colored meshes. And so now we have this shape, so we can start working with it. So I have just some basic red, and then I have a white snowball border mesh. I don't have a lot of this, so I'm going to place it sparingly. So we're going to cut a few cruffles of it and get those added. And I'm just pulling this out about arm's length, so it's like 20 inches or so, and I'm just cutting these off real quick. Nothing fancy, nothing special, just cutting. I hope y'all have been doing great. My apologies for not going live very often, guys. Life has been busy, busy, busy in a very good way. But I gotta make time for you guys. I gotta make time for my followers. Wow, I might have less than I thought of this. Okay, I think we're gonna get like 4. That's okay. At least we can add our pop of whites and we can make it work. Can make it work. All right, so let's start adding some cruffles to this. Get this mesh out of the way. Start adding some cruffles. Can y'all see this wreath face? A little bit better. There we go. All right, so I'm just rolling it in, and this is just some basic mesh that I got at Ellis Home and Garden, which is local to me. But I do love buying my mesh from Craft Outlet, The Reshop, Deco Exchange, White Bayou, Wreaths and Supplies. There's lots of great places to buy it, and I kind of just shop around to wherever it's on sale at the moment, to be completely honest. So I do get on here and do a little bit of talking, but I work while I talk, and I work pretty fast. So feel free to hop in and say hi, throw some conversation my way. Or if you just want to join and watch, you can do that too. But we are going to make this super cute Nutcracker wreath. And after this live, if you're interested, it will be available in my Etsy shop. And you can also go back and watch the replay if you want to make your own. And then I'll upload it on YouTube later. So I don't know if you guys know, but I have made a post about my YouTube channel. And y'all, there's a lot of really great tutorials in there. So if you're interested in learning how to make these yourselves, you can hit up my YouTube channel, go like and subscribe, and you're going to find some really great, really detailed tutorials in there. I think you'll like them. Whew. Need a little bit of matcha. I've been drinking coffee too late lately, and it's been keeping me up. But I had a 7-year-old birthday party this weekend, so it was a sleepover and a birthday party. And it was a whole lot. So I've been living off coffee and fumes since then. I'm dragging all my stuff over here with me. So we're just going around the edges. This is a 24-inch from Hobby Lobby, which does not seem that big, but when you start adding this mesh and stuff, this thing gets big real quick. And so we're just getting some color in here, getting this filled up. Putting a little bit of white too. Our Nutcracker is going to take up a lot of the middle, so we're not adding a whole lot in there, but we will add some. And that's what's great about ovaling the wreaths out, is that it takes up a lot of that middle space just by doing that. And to me, it's just a lot more appealing to the eye. And so we're almost done with our mesh. It can go by pretty quickly, just depending on, doing the poofs helped it go by a lot faster than it normally does if you're just doing the cruffles. So that is why I like to do the poofs. Especially when we're using big characters like we're using today. So I have one more white left, so we're going to throw that in here just diagonally from the other ones that we have, and just get it in here, get a little fullness and color, and break up that burlap a little bit. I did choose the burlap since we are doing kind of a gingerbread theme. That's why I went with the burlap. And then let's just throw in the rest of the red that we have already cut. That way I don't have to stick it in my endless box down below my table of mesh that just goes down there to dye. Lord have mercy, get out of here. I need a bigger table. All right, we might cut up a couple more. Let's see. I know I want one right here. Are y'all ready for Christmas? It's like 62 days away, and I feel so behind already. I haven't bought a single present. I feel so behind on orders. People are messaging me like, what do you have made? Do you have anything made that I can get now? I'm like, no, I don't. I have like maybe 2 from last year. You're just gonna have to get on the custom list. Oh, there was one hiding. All right, let's stick this little guy in here. And we can get back to work. Oh, hang on, let me grab this. All right, let's get this out of the way. Alrighty, let's get our big attachments attached, and then we can start working around it. Let's open these up. I bought these from Jam Designs, and I think her store is jamdesignsus.com. And she had a really great deal going, and so I definitely snagged this guy because he's adorable. But I think I saw him on Etsy. I don't think Craft Outlet had him. I think he's a little too elegant for Craft Outlet. They might have. So we need to get him attached. Definitely. Let's go ahead and cut this string off. Now, there is 2 holes in the back of here where that string was. And so I'm just going to take a pipe cleaner or a chenille stem, and I'm going to try to run it through those holes that are already there, but they might not be big enough. Okay, we're going to cut holes a little bit bigger. Oops, a little too big. And we're going to tie this off. And that's how we're going to secure him. We're going to put a little bit of glue. And then we'll get him attached to the top up here. That way he doesn't go anywhere. And then we're going to glue him down some more, but he does need a little bit more stability than just glue. So that's why we're going in with a chenille stem. And he's definitely going to get wired or tied to the wire frame. That way we don't have to worry about heads rolling at Christmas. All right, let's get in here and back here. I'm not going too tight because I don't want to rip the fabric in the back. All right, now move him where I want, and then we will go in and glue him down really, really well. All right, there's his head. And now let's get his body in here. And I'm actually going to smush this a little bit more. Move him around a little bit more. And then I'm going to put my Nutcracker on him for some weight. That way he can dry really well while we still create. So now let's get these legs on here. Now sometimes these will come with attachments, but these did not. So let's see where we want them, and then we can see where we want to go in at. So I'm going to come right about in here because I don't want to hang down too long. Hey Tanya, how are you? I know, long time no see, friend. It's been a hot minute. Let's see, I'm just going to cut some little holes back here. Just to run this through. Maybe. Or not. All right, let's twist this off. Get some glue on him. And then we'll get him attached. It's been a minute. I'm making a wreath while I watch. Awesome. So it's hard for me to go live sometimes because I get really chaotic because you have to gather all your supplies, you know, before you go live, that way you're not chasing everything down. And usually when I make a wreath, I like start with some of my basic stuff and then I just like chase what I do. And so go on a phone call. Okay, the head should be dry. Let's glue this down. Get a lot of glue on his legs. And he's gonna stick well to the pine and also to this burlap mesh. So he's not really gonna go anywhere. We're just gonna let him dry for just a second too. Hi everyone. Hi Adriana. How are you? Oh, that glue string's already gone everywhere. I should have gotten a hair clip. That's gonna drive me crazy. Crazy. I just need a minute for this to dry and then we're gonna hang them up here. That way y'all can actually see what I'm doing. I'm trying, so this is my first time to try it this direction and I'm hoping that it works a little bit better than how I used to do it so you can see a little bit better. We'll see. We shall see. Even though my first time doing it, I'm going to do it with some huge legs that are all up in the way. All in the way. Okay. Oh, wow. He's I can actually back out a little bit. Let's see. Whoops. Okay. Y'all see? Oh, sorry. Y'all just got drunk for a second. Stop, phone holder. There we go. Okay. Now then. Okay, let's make us a big old bow. Let's make a big one and we're going to put it right in the center. Let's see. I kind of want to throw some polka dots with some harlequin print in here. I do like those polka dots. But I think we're just going to stick with this. So he's a lot of red and white, but I really want to throw some green in there. So I thought this ribbon right here was really, really cute for that purpose. And so we're going to make a big juicy bow to go in this. Right here with our bow, okay? I'm going to fold it up and make another nice loop. And then I'm going to cut it. Depending on what I'm working with and what ribbon I'm working with, I fold my bows different. So it kind of just really depends on what I'm doing. But I always fold them by hand. I don't necessarily like to use a bow maker unless I'm making garlands. And then sometimes I will pre-cut all of my ribbons and put them in the bow maker. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this little gingerbread that is adorable. Now it is one directional, so we're going to have to do this a little different. So I'm going to come in with it first. And then this is my most favorite ribbon from Craft Outlet. I think it's gorgeous and it's just, it screams gingerbread. And so I'm going to come in with it next. And I'm making a pretty good size bow because I want it to be one of the main focal points since I'm not using a sign or anything. I'll leave a long tail. And then I'm going to come in with the gingerbread again. Hey, Aunt Janice, how are you? Thanks for joining. Let's see, what do I got going on here? Okay, and then I'm going to come on top with this gingerbread again and just make 2 more loops. I could have made a 4 loop, but I really wanted the gingerbread to be layered in there instead of just doing a regular old 4 loop bow. Oops, I got my tails going. Well, no, what do I have going on? Loop, tail, tail, loop. Loop, tail. I alternate my loops and my tails. And then we're going to come in. Oh, I didn't open it. But this is just a Celebrate It, which I believe is Michael's. And I thought it was really cute. A little pom-pom, tiny little one to come in here for a little button in the middle. Actually, I'm going to do some loops of it too because that's adorable. And it's decently wired. And obviously double-sided, so it's pretty easy to work with. And then I can just make a little button there. Then we're going to grab us a pipe cleaner and come around and tie it nice and tight so we can get it on here. And that is our bow. Isn't it pretty? And so as we work with it, we will get it, oh, I didn't even cut that off. We're gonna get it applied, we're gonna get it put on here, and then we'll kind of cut it to fit how we want, you know, how we want the tails to go and things like that, and we'll fluff it out. But let's get it on here first. And see, I want it to go right in here. And it's not gonna cover his face, I promise. Hi, Sherry from Iowa. Welcome. How are you? So I'm glad I have a lot of new people on my page, and I was like, I've got to go live. I have so many new people, and I want to talk to them and see them all. And I love creating with you guys. I love teaching. I love doing this. So yeah, it's been a while since I've been live. A very long while. It goes by fast. Time flies. Okay, I love the bow right here because it's really, really large and it's kind of just nestled in there. And then we're going to clip it. That way it's not just covering them all up. Okay? So let's get it fluffed out. Let's get it the way we want it going. And then we can go from there. I love that cute little pom-pom ribbon in there. And so I want to keep these long, and I'm dovetailing them, so that means I'm just kind of folding them in half and cutting down or up, whichever way. And we're just going to trim these up. Now these up top, I'm going to leave short and flirty. Out of his face, obviously. That ribbon is so hard to cut. I'm going to have to move that tail. I don't like it there. Okay, so I think I've got them all cut. Now we can move them a little bit more to where we want them to go. Because to me, if your bow looks bad, your wreath's going to look bad. So we got to have a good looking wreath. Can y'all see this okay? I know y'all see a little differently than me, but I feel like it's kind of foggy. Okay, this one is all up in the way, so I'm going to just maneuver it this direction, just like that. There we go. What do y'all think so far? Y'all like it? Give me some hearts if you like it. I don't want to see any mad faces. Okay, now let's sprinkle some of this ribbon all around this wreath. This one's my favorite, obviously, so I'm definitely going to incorporate a lot of this. So I'm just going to make some tails and start up top here. And I'm just going to do a loop down this direction. Let's trim that off and we'll dovetail these. And so we're just working our way around the wreath. Excuse me. Ribbon is a great filler. So when you're using all these beautiful ribbons, you want to work your way around it. That way, you can incorporate all your pretty bow pieces into your wreath. So obviously we have one over here, so we need to come to this side. And I am going to diagonal them. So I'm going to come over here, find some ties, some loose ties. Now that's the only bad thing about doing poofs is sometimes your ties can get a little bit lost. That's okay, we can yank one out from behind there. Twist it off. And then just do a little poofy down here. We don't want anything too big. We're not trying to take away from the Nutcracker himself. We just want accents. Do shorter tails on top, longer ones at the bottom. Okay? Pretty simple as far as that goes. I do want to take a little bit of my green and just do a simple tail at the top. That way I'm carrying it over this way. So I'm just going to gather it up. I don't even know where this ribbon came from. I feel like this was a Sam's ribbon, but I don't think they sell one that's quite this good. It had to have been craft outlet. We're just going right up top. Twisting that around, and let's chop it, and we'll just dovetail it to the length that we want. Now it is kind of, I don't know, satiny in the middle, and so this ribbon's kind of hard to work with. It's hard to cut. And now don't dovetail them too short because you might want to change it, and so you can always cut them shorter, but you can't add more to it. So you can always, you know, just critique that later. All right, now we definitely want to add in this little pom-pom. So I'm just going to do a little loop, like a little baby bow. And I'm going to go ahead and dovetail this before I reach across there and get up there. Go ahead and dovetail those two ends. Now I'm going to place this, actually, on my longer one this way. And I'm just going to place it in there with the 4-inch. I'm just going to twist it in. And just light and flirty. And bring that long tail down this way and leave that short one sticking up top like that. And if we don't like the dovetails, I'm going to go back and fix those a little bit later because they're not exactly my cup of tea right now. Oh, I don't know if I missed anything. My thing was scrolled all the way up. Sorry, guys. Okay, another baby bow. I'm just twisting it into this side. Okay, I want this one a little bit shorter. There we go. They're just fun little pieces like that. Just fun and flirty, I think. It just gives it a really light look. Oh, hang on. I'm live. My grandma kept calling me. Like, she doesn't know I'm live. All right, let's dovetail these. Now this with the little ribbon, you could also just cut it at an angle if you didn't want to dovetail it too, with it being so small. That's also an option. All right, let's get that ribbon out of the way. And then let's come in and do just a couple of tails of the gingerbread, and then we'll be done with ribbon. So this is, to me, the longest part of making a wreath, is the little things like this. Like doing the mesh and the bows and the tails, and adding your big characters. That's what takes the longest. And then you can come in and just fill this thing up very quickly. Let's get a few gingy tails running around here. Because he's obviously baking gingerbread. This cute little outfit. Okay, for now, that's enough for me. I'm good with that. All right, let's get all this trash out of the way. And we're just going to go straight from my table to the floor so I can sweep it up later because my trash can's full. So, alrighty, what you guys think so far? Y'all like it? I don't know, it kind of looks like nothing, huh? Kind of blah. My throat's unaccustomed to all this liveness. Okay, so for Christmas, I really like flocked things. And so we have some flocked pine here because we just have a regular pine, but we're going to add some flocked pine into this. That way, it just kind of lightens up those dark spots with the Christmassy stuff. And so this is a really great bush. You get 5 of these pieces, and you're going to see how we sprinkle those around to where you don't need it. Now, I will say, Walmart has flocked bases for a very good price. They're a little bit more expensive this year, but they're a great price, and then you don't have to do this. But I haven't been to Walmart lately, so we're gonna make do with what I had in stock. You just fluff these little pieces out like this, and grab your glue gun, and we're gonna see that we're gonna run one up there. And I have 2 of these sprays, but we might only need 1 because we're also going to fill this in so much with other stuff. But if you have just a little bit of that flocked pine peeking out, I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's just a light, airy feel. Christy Wilson, how are you, friend? I see you. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to make do with these 5 for now. And if we want to add more later, we can, but we don't want to fill it up too much with some pine before we get all of our other goodies in here. Okay, let's see. I'm reaching, I'm stretching, trying not to be all up in y'all's way, but that's impossible. That is impossible. We're going to find a new setup for next time. What do y'all think? Ah, gosh. Okay, but do you see, I know it looks crazy, but that flock pine is going to bring a brightness, and you'll see it as we start adding all of our other goodies. So the main things I wanted to add were these amazingly gorgeous lollipops. I'm a huge lollipop fan at Christmas. I think they can go with quite literally everything, whether you're doing candy canes or Nutcrackers or Grinch or Elf or whatever. They can go with anything. Now they can't if you only have 1. Where did my other one go? Are we serious right now? Okay. Pull another one out of the box. I'll have to find the backup later. Glad to see you. I know it's been so long since I've been live. And I keep telling myself I'm going to make time. Got to make time. Okay, so these are some big focal points, so we definitely want to get those anchored in here. Now, I am looking at it at an angle, so it does make it a little bit harder for me to see kind of what I want to do. I do think I want to cut this shorter, for one. And we're going to bring this one in toward the middle a little bit, like so. And we're going to angle it in there like that, kind of like a little disc. And then with big things, you do have to alternate them because it would look silly if I had one right there, right? So I think I want to tuck this one in. Make it a little shorter. Tuck it in behind this loopy ribbon. Like that. I think I like that. Let's see. Yes. Okay, so we're going to commit. Now, I glued down this stick, but I'm also just going to glue this to this pine and to this mesh. That way it'll stay where I want. Just like so. All right, let's add some more goodies. I brought these in, which I love. I got these on a D-Stash at Decorator Warehouse last year, and so I got a great price on them, and they're so pretty. And I was thinking about adding them just to add in a little bit more of the darkness and the green. Hey, Carapain. I know, I bought this from, did you get it from Jin Jin? Because that's where I got mine when she was doing her sale, and it's been just staring at me. And I was like, okay, it's time. It is time. They're so cute. I love the big plush characters like this. So let's see if I want to stick these in here. or if I don't. So we could bring this one up here. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot, but I do kind of like it. I don't know, we might hold off on that. Because I have so much other goodies. So look at these plush snowflakes. Gingerbread cookie snowflakes. These are absolutely adorable. So we're gonna cut these up and get these stuffed in here. And let's see where we want these cutie patooties to go. Somewhere. Ooh, I like that. I like it hanging off like that. And I'll have 2 of these sprays, so we can sprinkle these around a lot. See, I might just do that there instead of the big ball ornament, because I think those ornaments are getting in my way. So I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna commit to this one because I like it. Just gonna run some glue and commit to him right in here, just tucked back there, and I like this one too. I have the regular snowflake ones, but I love these plush ones. I think they are absolutely adorable. All right, let's bring one of these up top. Right in here. Just like that. So now we have 3. So we're making a triangle pattern, and I think that's plenty. We'll save this one for a centerpiece or something. But I think that's plenty in that. I'm still hung up on these. Let's try something. Do y'all want to? Well, maybe. Let's cut this off. So I do feel like I want to use this ornament. So I'm taking this pipe cleaner and I'm threading it through the top, and I think we might hang this. We're gonna see what it looks like. So I'm gonna come right in here, and I'm gonna come through to the wire of my wreath, and I'm gonna dangle it down. Ow, I just poked myself. These pipe cleaners are dangerous. I just poked myself again. Goodness. Okay, now I'm not doing it super tight because I do want it to hang down. That's why I use brown, so it can kind of mix with the wreath. And I can always shorten these if I want, but I do like that right there. Just like an extra little something. Which means I'm gonna run this one somewhere up there. And since I'm not looking at it straight, I feel like I need to back up. I am gonna tuck that in right there. So I'm just gonna glue the top of this one generously. And I'm gonna get it tucked, nestled right in there. And I'm gonna come back, and these 2 right here I'm not liking. I'm gonna come back and trim those and fix those in just a little bit, because I'm not feeling it. Okay. I know y'all are like, holy moly, stop adding stuff, but I can't. I have no self-control. Let's add some marshmallows. These are my favorite because I love these whimsy red pieces that are on these stems. So let's get it chopped and chop it. Oops. And chop it. Actually, these can be cut into 6 pieces, so that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I might not do it to all of them. I might leave this one long and run it from the bottom. Nope, too big. I'm going to cut it. Change my mind. Change my mind. Oh, well, that kind of did it itself. Time to piece this little guy back together. He broke. He came apart. So I have my glue pot back here. And I'm just going to go ahead and dip this. That way I can get it all globbed together. And then I can let it dry a little, and then we can work it a little bit better. I don't know what this piece is doing. It done lost all its marshmallows. I guess I'm just really trying to butcher it. Goodness. All right, let's get some more glue. And let's get these marshmallows worked in here. Yeah. I didn't even have to place it. I knew I liked it right there. Definitely have to add our little candy flair to it. Hey everyone that's still hopping on. So I told everybody, here's my face, hi, but I'm at a weird angle because I was trying out something new and I don't like it, so we'll fix it next time. I'll get it figured out. Don't worry. Should have two more. Okay, so this big one, I'm gonna bring it to the bottom too. That way that one's not all there by itself. We're just gonna run it up here. Back behind this ornament that we placed. Get in there. We have one more. I'm gonna come in between those poofs. That way it's coming out. Just like that. Just like that. Wow, this thing is quite large. Quite large. These are my favorite candy pieces from Hobby Lobby. I think it's because I just like the sound. I don't know why. I don't know what that's called when you like sounds like that, but I do. We're almost done. Almost done. Almost done. So if you watch while I do this, you see that I really just kind of diagonal everything. If I'm using 2, I get diagonal. If I'm using 3, they get triangled. It just makes it easier and it flows really well. I do feel like this snowflake could go back here somewhere. No, I don't like it. Never mind. Change my mind. Change up. I had brought this cute little cocoa mug that I thought would be cute to add, you know, because we're cooking and stuff, but I don't think it really goes. I don't think I'm liking it a whole lot. So let's see. I think I'm going to cut this other pine piece up and sprinkle it throughout, and I think we'll be done. I think I got enough goodies in there. So I just want to lighten it up just a little bit because we have a lot of red and whites, a lot of patterns. So I do want to get a little airiness going. Bring that right back there. And see there's this hole right here that I definitely want to fill. Thank you. I appreciate it. Glad y'all like it. Hopefully next time I go live I won't be so rushed to gather all my things. And I'll have the perfect setup going. I want this up top. Okay, I need a different place. Need more glue. There we go. I like that much better. Much, much, much. Let's do a little piece here. Just filling in the gaps. Filling in the gaps. And then, you know, once I'm off a live, I'll walk away from it. I'll come back to it and just kind of see what it needs, what needs to be tweaked. Anything that needs to be changed. Perfect. Sometimes you just have to walk away, come back and look at it and you'll see other stuff. But for the most part, you have it done. Let's see. I have one more flocked piece and I feel like it needs to go right in here. Like so. We'll see. Y'all might see something that I don't see. But we are done. And I don't know how long we've been live, but hopefully it wasn't too crazy long. What do y'all think? Do y'all love him? I do. I think he's adorable. I'm so glad I finally achieved him. So hi. Okay. Hi everybody. So anyway, hopefully that was the first of many more lives to come. That's my plan anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've been live, but I hope that y'all got to watch this afternoon. And if not, if you're watching the replay, just say replay, and this will also be on YouTube later. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.